The man stuck a fine needle straight into a piece of steak, pressing it deep so that it would be completely hidden inside the meat. Then he rolled his wheelchair to a nearby park and, when an old man wasn't looking, lured the man's little dog over. If the dog ate that steak, the steel needle would pierce its organs, causing a slow and painful death. The man's reason for doing this was simple. The neighbor's dog barked every night, keeping him awake. He also thought about how he always stepped on the dog's droppings outside his door, and that constant irritation finally turned into murderous intent. No one would have guessed that just a month ago, he had been an emergency responder on the front lines, and that his legs still worked then. After every car accident, he would secretly steal belongings left behind in the victims' vehicles. He didn't even spare the dead. Whenever he was alone, he would skillfully search through people's valuables. If he found a watch, he'd sell it right away. As for worthless items like glasses, he'd take them home and store them in a wooden cabinet. Clearly, this wasn't the first time he'd done such things. The root of it all began a month earlier, when doctors told him he suffered from severe infertility. There was a 97% chance he could never have children. He kept the diagnosis a secret. His wife had always dreamed of having a child with him, and he was terrified that she would leave once she found out. So he resorted to stealing others' belongings to make money, hoping to ease his guilt. But the more guilt he felt toward his wife, the more paranoid he became. Whenever a strange man texted her, he'd check her phone until he was sure the person posed no threat. Only then would he calm down. He thought life would continue as usual, until one day, while helping a critically injured patient, disaster struck. His partner, desperate to reach the hospital faster, drove recklessly, and their ambulance was slammed by a truck. After that crash, Cam's legs were permanently paralyzed.